Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Eric.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Doing better now. I feel like every time I wake up in the morning, it could be here or there. It could be up, it could be down.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to be like the rest of the day, but I will tell you this for a fact. After FaceTiming people, after calling people, after some normal shit like this,
yeah,
I feel better. I feel up. I feel like me.
I mean, that's all good.
Yeah.
This is all good to hear.
Yeah.
I also feel good after I've talked to people. I think that the crazy thing about all of this is that your mood shift on a whim.
Yeah.
I feel crazy all the time. And so to have any sort of sense of normalcy is a nice thing.
Yeah.
To be able to even just listen to other people's voices, that's a nice thing.
It is. And one of the normal things for us is hanging out with the LOX.
Yep.
Which in itself is a crazy thing.
Yes.
But it's become a normal thing over the last, especially 3 years that we've been doing a podcast with them, that we've been hanging out with them, being real friends, heavy on the texts, the calls, the whole thing. And so it's weird not to see them. And it is so nice to check in with them, and we check in with all three guys today.
Yes, our first LOX our first group takeover.
Yes, yeah,
the LOX
it's
takeover.
It's a themed podcast today.
Yeah,
all three members of the LOX: Sheek Louch, Jadakiss, Styles P, and we have great conversations with them all. We find them all in good health and good mindset.
Yeah.
And first, Jeff, let's call Sheek Louch.
Hello?
Sheek Louch!
What up?
What up?
What's happening?
What the fuck y'all doing, man?
Yo, Sheek, how are you handling this unprecedented, just insane time that we're living in right now?
It's okay, man. I mean, it's sad that to be serious for a minute, it's sad that all the the deaths and everything that's going on. Because you remember, guys, we do mad shit together. With,
yeah.
Two black dudes. So it wasn't like that not too long ago.
It was all good 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, Sheek, you called us up to hang out on that Friday night. We were all going to go to
Red Rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and just like that, man, the death totals are rising and all that shit. And, my wife is a nurse.
Yeah.
So she's out there masked up, gloved up, the whole gown on, everything, every day.
Yo, first of all love to true heroes who are everyone on the front lines, the doctors, the nurses, the medical professionals,
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that shit, right? It's all the actors, rappers, none of that shit don't even matter. It's the ball players, none of that. It's those guys holding it down.
Yeah, I mean, this is also the great equalizer, it's just it's everybody just sitting in their houses, just waiting for whatever's outside,
Yeah, for real. I even told the garbage man and all that. I told them, yo, thank you, man.
No, for real, same. The
man.
cashiers at the grocery store, the people who are delivering packages.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I just be in the house. Fucking this play, I'm video gamed out, movied out, chilling with my son.
Well, hold on. You're somebody who, loves his routine, and part of your routine is going to the gym. So how are you getting by right now?
I just actually pull my clothes on now. What I do is I still go to the trail and jog 3 miles every day, then walk and then push-ups, pull-ups, dips. I try to do shit like that, man.
Are there other people outside too?
Yeah, but they respect it though. They all spaced out. Everybody's. It's a lot of people out there jogging though, man. Everybody's still running. It's running, and that's cool. You don't got to be near each other. Everybody getting away, so you jogging and just jogging for miles.
Well, you're up north. You're So you're away.
Hell yeah. So it's good, man. We got up here. We got I'm in Rockland.
Yeah.
So where I'm at is a bunch of fucking lakes and trails and shit like that. Yeah.
So you got your space.
Yeah, I got my space.
So what video games do you play? Do you play Call of Duty?
Hell yeah, I'm playing this.
Oh, hold on.
I'm playing zombies right now, all on World War II Call of Duty. Yeah, I be playing zombies. I'm replaying a bunch of fucking games.
Do you have the headset?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, are you fighting with 14-year-olds online?
Yo, all that. I've been gonna tell them it's me. These motherfuckers, yo. They be some disrespectful motherfuckers on there too. I don't really tell them it's me. Word up. Yo, one time, I'm gonna tell you shit. One time I was playing and I said something. I don't know why I talked and shit. They said, "Holy shit, bro! Did you hear his voice? How old are you, bro?" They said, "Dude, did you hear him? Who? How old are you?
Yo,
Crazy,
did you turn that shit off and throw the controller?
Yeah, you muted. You don't got to talk. You just listen to everybody. I know when it's right. I like if it's like a little, like a 9-year-old on. I don't holler at that motherfucker. But if it's like somebody older, I tell them, yo, go over there, motherfucker. Like, shoot that, do this, do that. I'm a gamer. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Do you have regular like teammates? Do you have people who play with you like each time you go out?
They try to invite me like every time. Like you can invite somebody to play and shit, but I be just declining and just playing with a bunch of everybody.
Got it.
Shit like that.
Yeah, you're a man of the people.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Real humble.
Yeah, so I do that shit, man, and just like I said, jogging and just watching 100 movies, and I'm ready for when we do our new show, man.
Oh my god! Well, actually,
holy shit,
we
should have a list. Yo, why don't we should have a list of things we need to watch in the meantime, man.
Wait, here's a question that I never thought I'd ever ask a member of the LOX. Do you guys have like a Google Doc that we could upload these things to?
Nope.
Sheek, we watch a lot of movies here on our own. I know you're watching a lot of movies. I know Styles is watching. Jada's got to be watching them too. But how does it work with you and your wife when you guys both want to watch something and maybe you guys have different taste?
Well, Sheek likes to watch Lifetime movies, is what I heard.
Yo, the Lifetime's kind of dope. Lifetime is dope all the way up into the end. The end sucks at every fucking Lifetime. Yo, at the
why? Because the bad guy gets caught?
Yeah, it's very PG. So it's like, yo, at the end, they just show him, like, she pushes him down, and then the mom comes and hugs him, like, thank God you came. And then it ends like that, but the overall show be dope. But nah, you know, in this house right now that I'm in right now, it's like, it's a lot of space, so we don't got to be on top of each other. Like, I could be down in my man cave. My son is, it's like 4 floors in this bitch, so like, my son is up here. Yeah, exactly. When you come over, you'll check it out.
Yeah.
Well, if it really comes down to it, can we escape to your place?
Absolutely.
There we go.
That's all I need to hear.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we don't got to be on top of each other and shit. So that's a good thing.
How far are your neighbors away from your house?
No, they right there. It's like a community. It's like a community.
So you see people outside too, or?
Say it again.
You see people outside in your neighborhood as well?
Hell yeah, and they jog and do all that shit and still walk their dogs, but not on top of each other. They don't, you know. It seems like everybody gets it. For the most part up here anyway.
I hope so. Like I was watching this thing today. Like there was a woman up in Harlem who was saying that people are still going out, still going like to get their black eyed peas. People are still going to like, you know, like really like to be outside, like nothing's happening. And that's a huge concern, you know?
That one lady said in the soup. Oh, yo, let me tell you. Well, when you said black eyed peas, this one lady said, how the fuck you got 38 cans of black eyed peas in your cart? Yo, she said, all that toilet paper and 38 cans of black eyed peas. That shit had me dying. Yo, let me tell you some crazy shit. This morning, so my wife go to work, I'm up anyway. I said, let me go to the supermarket, see what they got. Whatever. 7 in the morning. I get in there. Motherfuckers is ice grilling me. Walking like sucking their teeth. Looking at me all funny. Yo, dog. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm walking. I'm like, hey, how you doing, buddy? Motherfucker ain't say nothing to me that usually speak. What's up, bro? Oh, shit. How you doing? Nigga.
Nothing.
Yo, look. One fucking black lady said, he ain't no senior citizen.
Oh, shit.
Yo, let me tell you. Yo, I started getting my grandma shit, paper towel, television. I get outside, look at the door. Senior citizen hours from 7 to 8.
Yo, actually, according to the kids that you're playing games with, they do think you're a senior citizen.
Yeah, I am a senior citizen. But I'm in there this morning. I think the senior citizen, because, you know, they switched it up.
Yeah.
Senior citizen hours is from 7 to 8. And I'm walking around and I'll be like, what's up, man? I'm like, niggas ain't saying shit to me.
Yo, you're basically like parking in the handicap spot too.
Hell
you know?
Yeah. Grabbing there. I grabbed mad shit. I got my cart. I'm walking like, ooh, it's popping right now. Got outside, seen the sign. It was fucking the littlest senior citizens hour sign. under missing dogs. Under fucking help wanted, all kind of shit. And I ain't see that sign, man. My bad, y'all.
Sheek, what's your son up to? How's he doing?
He's finishing his test right now. He homeschool right now.
So he has the
Zoom and all that.
What is it?
The video conferencing with his teachers, the Zooms.
Yeah. That's what he's on right now.
Yeah,
they doing that now, and they like take attendance at 8 in the morning and shit like that.
Jesus,
it's crazy. Yeah,
senior citizen hours.
Yeah, yo, dog, it's crazy. And from 8 o'clock on, he's in school till like I think 1.
Wow.
12 something. Yeah, it's cool.
Does he join you in the man cave to play video games like after school ends?
Nah, this little nigga, I'll be begging. He's like, yo, dog, the other day I asked the nigga, I said, yo, we don't got Monopoly? And he was like, nah, man. He said, who plays that? I'm asking, do we got like all kind of board game? I know we do.
Yeah.
Nigga just saying don't.
Yeah, but it's a big house. There's 4 floors. You got to go find it. Yo, that should be your activity for the next like 6 weeks. Trying to find these games in your house.
I feel like
I have them.
I feel like Sheek.
No, I know where they at. I'm telling him like, yo, let's play. He just don't be fucking with me.
Sheek is living in like the Rockland equivalent of like Evander Holyfield's former house that Rick Ross lives in. You know,
yeah,
just a mansion, a mansion out there.
Hell no. Nah, they got some crazy shit. I want mine being quarantined in that shit.
Yeah, I know. So
yeah, but like yo, you know when they get to my son's 15.
Yeah.
And like, yo, you know, you gotta beg him to do certain shit and come with you. Like, you can't make him do and come with you places.
Oh, he doesn't want to be your friend right now?
Huh?
He doesn't want to be your friend right now?
Yeah, somewhat not. I just told him, come on, let's go jogging. He's fronting.
Well, what about like his friends? Does he feel a need like, yo, I gotta like go see my friends in person? And you're like, yo, no, this is kind of serious, or is he like?
Nah. He gets for real more than anybody. Like, he's telling me not to go down there jogging. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know what I mean?
That's
dope.
Yeah.
They just FaceTime each other. They good with texting and all that kind of shit anyway.
Yeah.
When was the last time you checked your Instagram DMs?
I still haven't checked this shit in a long time. Yeah, I ain't checked this shit in a while. I gotta do it though. They be now that I noticed it, they be sending me some funny shit on there, man.
Yo,
yeah, but also you have like people like Funk Flex and like
50 or whoever's trying to get in touch with you.
Yeah. What in the DMs?
Yeah,
that's what you were telling us.
Yeah, I seen it before. Back then when it was like, yo, you know, when certain situations happen, it was like, yo, shouting at me and shit, which is crazy.
Yo, Louch, obviously we're celebrating the upcoming release from the LOX, the shit that we've been waiting for the longest time. Obviously, these times are not, I think, what you expected when you thought about a proper release rollout. But you're putting the music out, and I think that what people can get in these uncertain times are like lyrics that actually say something, bars that matter, and experiences that can uplift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. From what I seen when I post a little teaser on Instagram, everybody saying, "Yo, this is much needed. This is much needed. We need this. Thanks for getting ready to put this project out and shit." You know, but I definitely, when you said like, obviously, you know, you wanted the different rollout. You wanted to run around and doing all kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what it is, man. Unless this, you know, I hope people love what we about to put out.
Yeah, so you guys have been working on it for quite a while. We know that for a fact.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Who are some of the producers that you guys linked up with? You know, because we know that you've worked with some, but who made the final list?
I don't even know the final list. I got to revisit this shit. That's so crazy. I don't even know the final list. I just told Law and them over there at Rock Nation, I said, yo, I don't know, somehow we got to hear this project real quick and do a couple more things because, you know, yeah, we scheduled, quote unquote, for May, sometime in May.
Yeah. So
I told him I gotta hear certain shit. I don't know the final list.
Do you know?
Yeah, Jadakiss and Styles. Who the fuck?
Yeah, we will.
We're going to. Yeah.
Do you remember any of the other names that you guys had to call the album and how you chose this?
Well, a lot of people wanted that. You know, we wanted to revisit the "We Are the Streets."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
20-year anniversary.
Absolutely. Yeah, and before it was what was one of the names? Live, Suffer, and Celebrate. We was you call it that. I don't remember too many other ones. Damn, I forget. But I know Live, Suffer, Celebrate was one of them. But yeah, we just kept it original.
Sheek, you have a Cameo page where you like give shout outs to people for like, you know, they send you money, you give shout outs, whatever. What's the best Cameo thing that you've done so far?
It was one. I like the ones where some of them are like regular, like, yo, shout me out, tell people about my music. But I like the ones when they tell me to roast their friend. Oh. they tell me to roast their friend. It was like, yo, one joint was like, tell him that his music is whack and he can't make beats. Because I was like, yo, what's up, y'all? I forgot the guy's name, but I was like, yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Sheek Louch. Yo, blah, 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 send me your music. I'm like, yo, bro, that shit is fucking whack. Like, you know what I mean? And like, when I be roasting motherfuckers, it's cool as fuck. Hell yeah. I love that shit.
Considering now that we're staying inside all the time, what is the thing you missed most about like mixing up with the people? Because as everybody knows who listens to Two Jews and Two Black Dudes review the movies, like you're nice, but you're also not going to be like in every picture. You're not going to be like dapping up everybody. No. You keep everybody at an arm's length. But what do you actually miss?
Social distancing.
Yeah.
I've been doing that shit.
Before it was cool.
yeah. Before that shit became popular. Yeah. What are some of the things that I miss?
Yeah. What do you miss about like regular life?
All right. I mean, obviously that bag. I'm ready to get back to it and go and go chase that motherfucker, man. You know, they moved all kind of shows to who knows when.
Yeah.
And shit like that. All right, but besides the money, because, you know, everybody got money, whatever.
Yeah.
But, of course, the gym. The gym, going to, catching up with my homies, revisiting fucking, this fucking studio that we've been building for 900 years.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yo,
shit like that.
When you say you miss the gym, do you respect all the people like they respect you, or do you like feel like some people just like fucking don't towel shit down? Some people are like yelling when they don't need to. Some people are like leaving,
I feel like
leaving
Sheek would
weights
be a
around.
yeller.
Oh, you think so?
I think that Sheek yells in the gym.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, you could drop the weights, have big heavy weights. You could yell, do all that shit, man. I love that kind of gym. I don't really like them other ones where you have to be quiet and
respectful.
And,
Yeah.
I forgot. The other gyms. I can't fuck with those.
So you're not an Equinox?
Nah, hell no. Planet Fitness and all them crazy shits where you can't yell. Nah, fuck that. But I do want you to wipe down that shit. This is before the virus.
Oh yeah,
Like,
of course.
Fuck, you get up switing like that, you big jug whatever these niggas. They walk around with big jugs of water with colored in shit in it and all that. Wipe that shit down, man. Put all them roids all over that seat, man. Wipe that shit off.
What do you hear when your wife comes home every day? Is she concerned? Is she like level headed?
Yeah.
How is she feeling?
So she'll take off all the
protective gear,
the tie that she got on. Yeah, take all that shit off before she get in, switch clothes, throw that in the wash, of course, and then yeah, absolutely. I come say what's up to her, but that whole convo is Corona Central. It was like a whole update of everything when she walks in. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. Cause I try to cause you could get tired of that shit on the news every second.
Yeah.
It's on, every ready. So sometimes I recommend like turning that channel, man. Putting your fucking like throw some comedy on.
Yeah.
Check out some old Two Jews, Two Black.
Hey, there we go.
Waste the time.
I'm saying.
Yeah, come on now, like yo. Do something else just to get your mind off it. I don't want my son watching that shit every fucking second. It can bug you out.
It's a lot. It's heavy on the soul. I swear to God. Like there was a time where like it was just like, all right, I'm focusing on the news. I want to understand what's going on, and then it became like every time Trump showed his face, it had a bad effect on me, and so then it was just like, yo.
Well, to the point that both of us thought that we got it.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, it gets in your head.
Yo, I believe you, bro. It's like every second Cuomo and all them come on and giving these updates, which is cool. But like, I'm glad they stand on top of it. But you yourself gotta like fucking break out of that shit. Speaking of got it, yo, let me tell you, I thought I had that shit a long time ago, bro.
Well,
I swear to God, I know everybody probably saying that shit. Like around fucking December, January, I was coughing like crazy for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I had that shit. I'm immune right now, man. I mean, now go wood.
Yeah,
but
yo. No, Styles.
Anybody ever said that shit?
Yeah,
Styles and his wife thought that they had it.
See?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was like around that time, yeah.
I seen a clip where the doctor said it could have been around back. It definitely was around December. But it just got popular. I mean, spread right now.
Yeah.
You know?
So, but there's a difference between like heavy symptoms, feeling like, yo, I got hit by a truck and all that. Like you experience, like Styles experience, like Adjo experience, like a lot of people experience. Jeff and myself.
Oh, we were shivering for maybe like 5 minutes, and we were like, well, we better go to the urgent care.
Jeff goes online, and Jeff's like, yo, you know what a bad sign is? If the backs of your hands are dry, that could be like dehydration. Meanwhile, we've been washing our hands every 5 minutes. And so, yo, we go to the doctor, and we walk in there.
Well, I had a nice doctor. You had a doctor who was more like about the facts.
Yeah.
Like not trying to like make you feel better.
My doctor was just like, you're like doing yourself a disservice for being here. You're fine.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Basically, yeah.
Damn. At least you motherfuckers had a doctor. It's motherfuckers that went last month to get tested. They still online right now.
We didn't get tested.
No, we didn't get tested.
We went to urgent care, and they were just like, okay, we can give you a regular flu test, and we can check your temperature.
Yeah.
But like, we didn't have
to the urgent care.
We didn't even have like symptoms like heavy breathing or any of that. It was just sort of like, yo, it sort of like drives you crazy to the point where you're just like, maybe this is it. And also, you know, we're Upper West Side Jews, so you know how that works.
Yeah, how the fuck y'all go to the urgent care, you cheap motherfuckers? I got all that money, man. You can find an urgent care. I thought you had the private doctor.
Yo, yeah. You know us.
The next time we have any symptoms, we know where we're going. up to Rockland County.
Yeah, we're just gonna
jump up there. Yo,
that
Sheek, this new project is really coming out. This isn't like when we talked to like Jadakiss like 10 years ago and he was like, oh yeah, new LOX album on the way. This is actually happening. You turned it in. You know for a fact you actually may not know the entire like
track list.
Exactly.
But somebody else does.
It
which
exists,
is a good thing.
right?
Yeah.
You put it up on Instagram.
Put it like this, man. Let me tell you some shit. It's definitely coming out. You know, when due to the situation or everything right now, we're not sure. We pushing for May.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like I said, the Supermarket girl, shit keep changing and changing due to everything around. It's like you want to say, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this press and this and that. That shit gets shut down. This gets like it's just crazy right now.
Yeah,
it's so unpredictable.
But
yeah, as far as musically, yes, we ready.
Well, real quick, you guys did shoot a music video, or you did not? Like,
we shot several music videos.
Oh, you did already.
Was, you know, yeah. We shot several joints, but like you said, we've been waiting for this project to come out so long. So we shot some like in the summer. Like on up when we was really ready to drop it at different times. So we got shit loaded, locked and loaded. Yep.
Yo, when you shot those videos, did you remember your lyrics from your verses?
Yes, at the time. at the time, you know, you gotta hear it again because this is how it works with people. I don't know if they tell you this shit. You know, like we'll do a song, that shit might be a year and change old.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you gotta you gotta hear that shit again. Like, yo, play that over so I can learn that shit. And that's how that shit go, man.
Yo, Sheek, listen, take care of yourself, take care of your family. We love you. We'll be checking in.
I love you over here too, man.
We'll be doing a live 2 Jews and 2 Black Dudes on Netflix coming soon.
Yeah,
and also, by the way, look forward to that cameo call that we're gonna make so you can say to people that you really fuck with this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
All right, Sheek, take care of yourself, all right?
All right, peace, y'all.
Peace.
All right, cool.
Jeff, let's get on the phone now with Jadakiss. Yeah. Yo, what's happening, Jada?
What's good?
How you living?
I'm living in living color, man.
I feel like you have a really full house right now. How has it been for the last couple of weeks in quarantine?
It's been cool. Just me and the twins, my oldest, my wife. Just chilling.
That's good.
Yeah, how are you like spending your time? Like, are you watching anything? Or are you watching what the twins watch? Like, what's going on?
Mostly they just calling me back and forth in their room to restart a movie from Disney Plus or put something on. I feel like I watched the whole damn Netflix.
Oh my God.
I felt like I watched everything to watch.
You ran out of things.
I'm about to order Amazon Prime or one of these other ones to see if I can watch some other movies.
Yeah, I mean, we can give you our password.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
Share password.
There we go. Jada, you obviously like came over here when you were starting your press run for Ignatius, and then that press run took you all around the country.
Yeah, that was like the hardest press run ever, and it was during a quarantine.
Yeah. Did you feel nervous at all, like taking all those flights everywhere?
Flying to LA was cool. It was just really, it ain't really get crazy yet. Even when I got out of LA, it was still not all the way crazy. By the time I got to Atlanta,
though.
Yeah, Atlanta was nuts.
When I got to the A, that's when it started going a little crazy. I went and got a nice little vitamin regimen and ginger and counterattack and all that. And it was pretty good. And the Pandora and all of them type of spots had
Purell and everything.
They had a lot of gloves and a lot of sanitizer, and they was practicing, social distancing. So it wasn't, the city of Atlanta wasn't too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I got back here,
shut down.
Yeah, the shutdown, the meltdown, all of the craziness came when I arrived here. So.
Was anybody even on your flight? Or was it already like all empty? Because like now the planes are like they're completely just like ghost towns. Like it's just like there's nobody there.
Yeah, it was a nice amount of. It wasn't crowded, but it wasn't how I thought it would be like now. You know what I mean? It was a couple people on there.
Yeah.
So as everyone knows, like, you can't get your hair cut anywhere. You can't, like, the barbers are not working. People, nail shops are all closed. Like, only essential workers are actually at their jobs right now. Are you concerned for anybody more than you are for K. Rosewood in terms of how he's going to look at the end of all of this?
Nah, he's the least worst. He's the least person I'm worried about. He got good hair. He got the DeBarge, the El DeBarge Menudo hair, so he's good on hair. And he already rocks the long beard, so he's the least I'm worried about.
Who's the person you're most worried about?
I don't know about Styles and Louch. How they beard game. They might come back with the crazy beards that I never really saw. The great beards.
Yo, are either of them gonna look like George Jefferson with the hair?
No, I don't think their hair. I don't know. They never really let me see how their hair grows in with it. I never really seen them like that. But I know we all gonna have some gray.
Yeah. So obviously on this press run, you did a lot of stuff that you normally do. You go to all the radio spots, you do the freestyles, you do all the interviews and everything. But a sort of a new twist on things was the fact that maybe your label wasn't doing everything that maybe they could have done for you. Is that fair to say?
I mean, you always feel like that. But in their defense, they was really
social distancing.
No, they was doing shit for me.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
when I don't when I drop a project, I try to get a few significance. I don't really get in even though you're supposed to get in cahoots with the entire staff and the label.
Yeah.
I just get the people that I intertwine and find the people that are most passionate about the project and just try to get a couple good ones. Steve-O.
Oh no,
yeah.
Steve-O's great. Yeah,
Charlene.
totally. Absolutely.
I get a couple of them with me.
We just wanted to make sure that you were fed.
Yeah, nah, that's not gonna happen. Eating is not. They took that off the calendar.
Yeah.
But
we wanted to make sure you were
everything else
fed.
is cool.
That your luggage would be taken care of.
Yeah.
We just wanted to make sure you were straight.
It was actually good to get out and do some of that stuff because some of these artists turn into divas and forget about the real nature of what a promo run is. You know what I mean? It's really not supposed to be no lobsters and luxury, but it was cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of that stuff was for content.
I know.
That was doing really great. You know what I mean? I learned a lot of that stuff I was doing off you guys, believe it or not.
We appreciate you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely. You know how we do.
That's right.
I really enjoyed your Instagram live that you did with Mayor, where like Mayor was sort of like flexing on you. He had a bunch of shoes that maybe you didn't, but then you had the Oregon Duck ones, and that just like fucked him up.
Yeah, those is one of my prized possessions because he don't have those. And once I found out that he didn't have them, and he'd been trying to trade me and get me to give him those sneakers for years, that they really became more of a prized possession for me.
Well,
is there any room in your house that you spend more time in now than you ever thought you would?
I mean, I've mostly been in the bedroom, the kitchen, the office. I've been letting my son have the man cave.
Yeah.
Let him go down there and get the whole man cave. I've really just been in the kitchen, bedroom. I go in my office.
One of our favorite things during this whole time has been the evolution of the Instagram Live battles, and we've noticed that you are in every one of them. You're commenting. You're having like just as much fun as like Tip is having, and like Swiss is having, and Fat Joe is having. You're all up in there with the comments, doing like boxing scores and everything. Which one of the battles have you enjoyed the most so far?
The least musical, the most fun I had was Sean Garrett.
Yo, that was crazy.
That was nuts.
The best battle was Jonte and Neo.
Yeah, no,
For
absolutely.
the culture. But the comedic one was Sean Garrett on Faces, dog. I thought he was going to lick the screen once or twice. That shit was crazy for me, dog. I didn't know. You know what I mean? That really was entertaining.
Were you in there
You
the
know?
entire time? Were you there when like Dream was playing golf?
I was there for the whole thing. That's why it was incredible for me. I thought that was impeccable. Even when he went to play golf while Sean was doing what he was doing, the Dream, like, yo, when you get ready, just let me know. I'm over here hitting a couple balls. That was nuts to me. I thought that was dope.
That whole thing was crazy. Have people asked you to be in a battle?
I've been getting a couple comments and I've been getting a couple comments in the thing, but I don't really know how to. I don't know. The most important thing with them battles is putting the right people with each other.
Yeah.
Even like tonight, T-Pain and Scott Storch.
Crazy.
I don't really like that.
You don't like that?
I feel like it could go like interesting ways. Like I think that it's
no, they both are different type of monsters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I think T-Pain should have went against somebody like he could have been in one of them. T-Pain should go against Khaled or something.
So you don't want like the mixed martial artist and the boxer?
Yeah, because it seems like Scott Storch is supposed to go against somebody else, like Polo the Don or no, I don't even know.
The T-Pain thing is weird because it's just like him going
Scott
against Khaled
Storch is
doesn't
going
make
to play
sense.
songs that he made for T-Pain.
Yeah.
So
well, I guess T-Pain got monster hits also, but Scott Storch gonna play some songs that you thought other producers did, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, I didn't know Scott." Do
you know whether this Puff and JD thing is really gonna happen?
No, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Damn.
If you see, they ain't. I mean, it would be dope, but I think they would probably. I don't think they would do it. I think they too much brothers.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be something that would be on like Revolt. Like it would be like something bigger than Instagram.
I think they would. That one. They would. You see how all of these is supposed to be for the culture and I think that would break the whole thing and it would, sponsors and corporations and all the stuff that Swiss is totally against right now. Yeah. I think that would have to be in it for them to do that one. I don't even think they would do it, but if it happened, it would be bigger than the ones we already seen.
It'd be a monster.
It'd be on a different scale on Revolt, like you said. It'd be some heavy money involved. It'd be some other stuff.
But I feel like it would probably go to charity and stuff. But
that would be dope. That's why they should just keep the same format.
Yeah.
With Swiss and Tim, 20 songs. You see, they got way more than 20 songs too.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the fun too, because you think about
you have to pick.
You got to narrow down your best 20. Yeah. So
because people were getting mad at like Neo for the way that he was going about it and like saving stuff for the end, and it's like all about strategy. It's dope.
No, that was super dope, man. Him and John Tay was incredible.
Yo, by the way, we're getting John Tay on the podcast on Sunday.
Yeah,
I think it comes out on Monday.
Yeah, coming up.
Yeah. Do you have any good John Tay stories?
He wrote a song that I was on for Def Jam when I first signed to Def Jam, and the song went from Dream to. No, it went from. I thought Dream wrote it, but he didn't. Sterling Sims sung it.
Shout out to Sterling Sims,
Somebody else sung it, I think Lloyd. I'm not sure what happened with the song. But it was a dope song, and then when I found out John Tay wrote it, I was like, holy shit. You're incredible.
Yo, Jada, obviously we're celebrating your guys' new release, new LOX project. This is, again, a real thing, right? We're not just imagining this. This isn't like 10 years ago down in Orlando talking about like a new LOX project. This is
this is the real deal, fortunately. You know what I mean?
So
about time, long time coming.
Yeah, and even though it's like a weird time to put it out, it feels like the right time because like you guys can add something to people's souls in this time of strangeness,
weirdness.
Yeah, even a little clip of the single the little piece we put out.
Yeah, it was hard.
It got a lot of response, got a lot of good feedback, got a lot of, you know what I mean? I seen a lot of people comment that I ain't even think was looking at that shit. So that was dope.
Yo, Jada, who is delivering your weed these days? Like, are you still able?
I bought enough.
You're hoarding?
I bought enough, yeah. I hoarded enough where I'm still good right now. I might need some more maybe end of the week or a week or two, but I'm good right now.
Yeah, because
That's
that would
And
be.
I haven't been smoking. I've been smoking light.
Oh, there you go. How
Know what
about
I mean?
how about your juicing? Are you still able to do that from home?
To a minimal. I don't make good juices. I ain't really good at making them in
Yeah.
the crib without all of the resources that we got at the shop.
Yeah.
But I would say the Pharmacy for Life Ghost Pack
Yes.
has been doing wonders in my crib. I recommend everybody hit Pharmacy for Life and get yourself one for your family. You know what I mean? It's been doing wonders.
And have you been working out at home too?
Not really. Just walking around screaming at the kids. I haven't been really feeling great. I don't got the corona.
Yeah.
I think I had a little bit of Coors Light a few days ago. Had something like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, the Pharmacy for Life,
It got you back to
the
business.
Ghost Pack got me
Yeah.
back to feeling good. Yeah. So you know,
Wait,
I think eventually this thing is everybody's gonna get it.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
think everybody's gonna get it the way it is. I don't know if it's the 5G shit through the phone or
It's
whatever's
not,
going on, but I think
yeah.
everybody's gonna get it somehow.
I saw the thing
you
that said
just
that
gotta be
right
strong.
now a quarter of people like already have it, like and you know don't show symptoms and stuff.
Yeah.
Jada, who of the 3 LOX members would be most prepared for an apocalypse?
Of course, it would have to be Styles. I would say.
Yeah,
He got the conspiracy theories. He got the remedies, the juice.
Yeah.
But he reads the most books.
At the same time, Sheek does have that enormous house up in Rockland away from everybody.
oh true.
See, Louch was smart enough to get far out of there. So, you know what I mean?
Also, he looks like CC Sabathia, so maybe people might be, you know,
Mistaken for him?
yeah.
So, Kiss, I just want you to know when we saw you when you were doing your press run for Ignatius, we had heard it obviously in the studio when you played it for us beforehand. Since that point, it's been on constant rotation. It really is such an exceptional body of work, and you should feel really, really, really proud of it, not just for you, but for Ice Pick J.
Yeah, no, I definitely do. I definitely appreciate you guys. The way you broke it down, the way you broke down the whole meaning of the whole thing was really almost brought a tear to me and my man Set Free's eyes.
Yeah, man.
After seeing y'all do that post for me, I really appreciate it. You know, we family anyway. So.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Jada, take care of yourself. Take care of your family. We love you. We'll be checking in, and thanks for this, and we'll be talking soon, all right?
No doubt. Stay safe. Stay sanitized. Stay in the crib. I love you guys. And we'll speak soon.
All right, Jada.
Send
peace.
us those Oregon Ducks.
No doubt. I'm protecting them, baby.
Take care, Jada. Let's check in now with our guy, SP the Ghost.
Yo.
Ghost, what's happening?
What's good, baby?
How you living?
I'm chilling, man. Quarantining.
Yo, listen, you've spent so much time indoors. This is very unlike you, away from everything else. What have you found yourself to be, like, unusually good at indoors?
I know everything I'm good at. Chilling.
You're not doing any woodworking? You're not doing any, like, you know...
Yeah, learning to juggle.
Who?
Are you learning to juggle inside?
Fuck you, Jeff. No. Juggle. Nah, I'm learning. I'm just learning to be more calm and cool.
Well,
That's
okay.
good. I mean, like we talked to Adjua, and she was like, "Yo, Styles is driving me nuts."
I'm pretty sure I am driving the nuts. I drive myself crazy. I'm capable of driving anybody crazy.
Yeah, but
you
you
drive yourself crazy.
You guys
drive anyone else crazy.
You guys did this this reality show in which the whole conceit of it is you're stuck inside a house together. And now you're right back at it, except with less couples.
I mean, when you're married, you're already stuck in the house together anyway. It's just different levels to it. It's just a whole different levels, you know?
Styles, you are a person who loves movies. What movies have you been watching?
I've kind of been all over the place. I've been movies, series. I started Schitt's Creek. I like that.
Oh, really
Comedy.
funny.
There we
Super
go.
Funny.
I just watched the Unorthodox series yesterday on Netflix.
Right. So you learned a lot about Jews, or about a certain kind of Jew, I guess.
Yeah. I guess, but then I felt weird about it. Like I felt a lot. I felt like would they show that if it wasn't a coronavirus?
The series?
Yeah, like would that have aired if it wasn't a coronavirus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you think
so?
that they? Yeah, why do you think they're just like running out of content?
No, I think it was a pretty cool content, but how do the actual Hasidic Jews feel about that? The Orthodox Jews feel about that?
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so
I haven't seen it either.
Some of them kind of feel like I know some of them feel it feels like an I don't know. It just seems weird. I thought it was a good series, but I don't know if I would feel if it was a good series if I was an Orthodox Jew. So
right.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember watching this documentary years ago called Jesus Camp.
Yeah.
And that was about like a very devout group of Christians out in like I forget where, like
Utah or Montana,
yeah, somewhere
or something.
in the Midwest. And it was just like, it's not the most flattering picture, but it is an accurate seemingly portrayal of like what's happening over there, where it's just like people who just like really fuck with God and like really have like deep faith in the idea of religion.
So that's what these Jews are doing, which is not our reality.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Unorthodox series, but I mean, like for the Jesus Camp thing, it was a group of people who were ready to weaponize Christianity to combat what they saw was coming from like Islam or even just like Democrats or whatever else, like secular culture.
Heavy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that shit's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this has been like the great equalizer, in terms of like everyone, no matter if you're a celebrity, if you're rich, if you're poor, if you're like, working whatever job, everyone's at home, everyone's doing the same thing. Does it give you a new appreciation for doctors, nurses, those people who are actually out there doing like life-saving shit?
It gives me a great appreciation for the doctors, like on a normal, regular level. I'm kind of losing respect for doctors that's kind of on big TV news networks right now, because as long as the virus has been out, I haven't heard any one of them say a damn thing about boosting your immune system. So it makes me wonder, what's the point?
So
you know what I mean?
You have been out there on your Twitter, and I see it like every morning. It's like, good morning, peace and all that, and then you're like, boost your immune system. So can you talk about it? If you're not hearing it on the TV screens, maybe people will hear it from your voice.
Well, basically, if they say this virus attacks your respiratory and your immune system, right?
Yes. So
you would expect that a professional doctor would tell you to at least take vitamin C to the bare minimum. So I see all these huge doctors, and they're on the news all day, and they tell you to wash your hands, but people are not taking things to boost their immune system, especially if the hospitals and the doctors and the nurses don't even have the right equipment and the right stuff.
Yeah.
You as a regular, civilian and human being, you may want to just boost your immune system, so that kind of disappoints me on a huge scale for the doctors like that, get a lot of network coverage and don't say anything about it. But
yeah, and
for the doctors and nurses out there that's going to work every day without the proper supplies, much salute, much love. And it's a lot of people, like, you know what I mean? I think definitely the doctors and nurses, but you got to worry about even the person who works at the supermarket.
Oh yeah,
the cashiers, the garbage
cashiers,
men,
delivery people,
anybody that has to be outside
people,
right now.
Like that, if you have a job and you have to work, like it's very, very serious. So I think, salute to all who has to sacrifice it, which is pretty much everybody. So
Styles, back in I don't know if it was January or early February, you were stricken with something that just laid you out. It was a bug that felt unlike anything else, right? And you believe now
a lot of people were. I think the corona was here before they actually mentioned it was here.
Right. So can you talk about your experience with that?
Well, it was like early January, and I just felt usually if I feel like a bug or I feel a little down, it's 24 hours for me, 36 hours tops. I take a lot of things for my immune system. I sweat. I take dumps, and I'm usually pretty cool. I have an alkaline body pretty much. I maintain a plant-based diet, so I'm not usually down for too long. Like in January though, I was sick for at least 7 to 9 days.
Crazy.
I lost about 9 pounds.
Crazy.
It actually occurred in my mind a few times that I might have to go to the hospital or the doctor. You know what I mean? Because I just wasn't used to feeling like that.
Yeah.
At all. Like it was totally new, and no mucus was coming out. Like I had a heavy cough, but no mucus. I was having a hard time breathing. I wasn't even smoking during the thing. Like it made me not smoke.
Yeah.
So I knew
it was serious.
I knew it was very serious. Like, you know what I mean? So I just feel it was here before they told people.
Did
like,
you lose your sense of smell or taste? Because that's like one of the hallmarks of like this.
I didn't lose my sense of smell, but I didn't even want to taste anything really. Like when you get feel a certain bad, like, you know what I mean? Luckily, I was knowledgeable enough to know, like, you know, some things to do immediately for my immune system and some things to take. And I know very informative people, and I already, you know, take a lot of natural stuff and believe in it and believe in my mind can heal me if I do the right thing. So I think I was pretty cool and secure, but it was kind of scary to go through, to be honest with you.
I can't even imagine. Also, you have, you know, this, and you were on health stuff before it became cool. You know, you've been taking care of your body, juices for life, pharmacy for life, all of that. How has business been in those two realms for you? And now that people are starting to buy into, you know, living a more healthy lifestyle.
Well, we're still open, but of course, with the virus and the effects and social distancing and the quarantining, and we're affected, but we're still open. We're still pushing. We're still doing what we got to do.
So if people are looking for juices, they can still go to your locations.
Yeah, Fremont is closed for now, but Castle Hill is open. Brooklyn is still open. Yonkers is still open. It'll be we prefer you call, place your order, get to the door, place your order. You know, we have small locations, so we're trying to keep in mind of the social distancing.
Yeah, and
have everybody, you know, safe as possibly could be.
So a couple of weeks ago, Sheek called us up and was like, we're going to do the special menu over at Red Rooster up in Harlem for the LOX. There's like this dedicated night for you guys. And he was inviting all of us out. And Eric and I were just like, absolutely not. Like, we are quarantined. This is like when it just sort of like become the thing. Maybe we shouldn't be outside right now. Sheek was all about it. You, who had organized it, then dipped, and Sheek was not happy. Was there any part of you that thought, I'm going to come down to Red Rooster?
Well, he did.
No,
you did go down?
I did. I just practiced my social distancing before social distancing was out.
And you had the gloves on.
No, I kept my hands in my pocket.
Oh, got it.
I didn't take close pictures. I told people I need a few feet.
Yep.
And then I tried to tell people on things to boost their immune system and things of that nature. I wasn't too worried because, like I say, if you have enough alkaline in your body, the virus can't live.
Yeah.
But I was worried because I don't know what the government did with the virus, or whoever did what they did with the virus.
Have you, I know it's hard to look away from the news. Have you had a chance to sort of escape and like let your mind relax? Because watching, you know, CNN 24 hours a day does, for me at least, have an adverse effect. What about yourself?
Well, it depends how I feel actually. Like, so if I feel too down, I make sure to stay away from it. But sometimes when I feel real down, I make sure to watch it because you want to stay informed. I feel like people don't like to watch the news because they feel it's too depressing and it's a lot of lies, which both are very true.
Mm-hmm.
But they also always got to put in the truth somewhere, somehow. Whether it's late night, very early, coded, you know, light signals. So I like to stay informed, and more than the news, I like to watch the news. Then I like to go to YouTube also.
Yeah.
And go to different, like, I think you need a lot of information. And for you to come up with the best answer, you have to have all the information you can and just kind of weigh it all out, take it all in, and see what works for you, pretty much.
We were just talking to Jada about, like, IG Lives. Have you been watching any of these Instagram battles?
Not really. I watched the D Nice live.
That was fire.
because I'm super fire. But I'm a person. How you want to say? Like I watch some things, but some things I feel are aren't fitting for myself at the time. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm in certain zones, and right now my zone is information. Really, to be honest with you, I don't really dive in before the virus. When I get home, I do other things. Like, so I don't really dive into music. So with the virus, I'm definitely not diving into music online, rather. I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I get home, I try to shut off and be a father, be a husband.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I like film more than music. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I enjoy film a lot and deciphering films and old films, new series, what's going on. So I'm more of a film than music.
Yeah.
When I'm in the house.
Our friend Brian Reddy was telling us the other day that he watches, and I guess there's been like studies about this, but he watches horror films during times of like uncertainty and crisis, which is a weird thing to think about, but horror films usually have a happy ending. And so you get that sort of like, you know, uplifting thing at the end.
But also you ride the emotional roller coaster of just like, oh shit, you know, like this is scary or whatever. And then, you know, it comes out to that good ending. Yeah.
Right. Which is why I think I'm enjoying, who knows what the ending is going to be. Everyone says it's crazy, but Ozark right now, have you been watching that, Styles?
I'm done with Ozark, bro.
Oh, you went through
it. One day.
One day?
Shit.
One day.
God damn.
Well, you also aren't putting out a podcast every day, so I mean, I guess I get that.
Wait, does Adjua also enjoy Ozark?
Yep.
So she's got to watch it at the same time as you on the same binge schedule.
Well, I was ahead of her, so I kind of
laid back.
Like I was ahead of her, so I'll stop. Like if she falls asleep,
yeah,
I may go 1.5 episodes ahead of her, maybe 2. Then I know I got to rewatch the episode, so. It's like we got up to 8 together, then she fell asleep on 9, so I watched 9 by myself, then rewatched it with her.
Okay, without giving away the ending, because again, Jeff and I are not quite to the end yet. Is the ending phenomenal?
For me, it is. You know, I love how they shoot the show because I feel like it's different from kind of all the other shows. I feel this is weird. I don't know how to say this to people, but as a fan, I guess as a Jason Bateman fan, for him to be able to shoot that type of series, and remain to be Jason Bateman and it work in that kind of series, is just absolutely amazing to me. It's like,
did you watch Arrested Development?
Which one is that?
It's Jason Bateman. No, Jason Bateman. It's a Fox show that used to be on like in 2002 or whatever, 2004.
That was his comeback. I don't know if I really watched that one.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's a big comedy. It's on Netflix right now, I think.
Yeah.
I got to check that out. I'm just amazed. I think more so than anything, I'm amazed by a lot of actors who
are versatile like that.
Stay versatile and keep their careers going like forever, and then just learn how to muscle a game and just like take full advantage of it. So,
yeah, I mean, does that make you wanna when you come to your work to like take like a chance that you haven't taken?
I take chances every day with just remaining myself. Like that's the one thing about music that I think a lot of people don't understand. Remain yourself and not kind of just ride with the waves and the tides. That's a very huge chance you're taking.
Yeah. I think what's been really cool for us over these last like 2.5, 3 years or whatever, since we've been doing Two Jews and Two Black Dudes, is to see that you guys are always yourself, whatever you're talking about, whether it's like your own experiences, whether it's like dreaming up scenarios based off of things that we're watching on the screen, or whether it's just like cracking jokes. It's always you guys, you know, just like it's always us. And I think that's what makes Two Jews and Two Black Dudes so dope.
Yeah, organicness. Being organic is a beautiful thing. Like, you know what I mean? You can't fake that. That's one thing you can't fake. You can't fake organic. Organic is pretty much, oh shit, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think you know, what keeps me alive in the industry, I think people appreciate that from me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know what I mean? So I just remain myself. I try to advance as a human being and as an artist, but not to a point where I'm tampering with my own shit though.
Yeah, for sure. I I know that you said that you wanted to write a movie.
For sure.
You are stuck in the house right now. Have you felt creative in that way to start writing that?
Well, I've already. Me and Poobs have plenty of scripts.
Shout out to Poobs, by the way.
Like, you know what I mean? That's something I've accomplished already. Now I want the movie out. But I want to write more movies. But of course, I mean, I think no, more so with being in the house for me is more so being reflective of life period. Looking at the times we're in. Sounds crazy, but coming to terms with in case you may die.
Yeah.
Or, you know, people you love may die. Or, you know, just in life in general, and just me more so is focusing on being healthy, a better person, and a comfortable person where I'm at in life, no matter how it is.
Yo, Styles, I think that we all realize now that whatever comes after this, life is not going to be the same in many respects. And I think travel is going to take a long time to sort of come back to whatever level of normal there is, right? I think people are going to be afraid to travel. I think that like the travel industry is really hurt right now, hotels, planes, all of that. But do you ever reflect now on your trip down to South Africa and think how blessed you were to be able to go down and spend that time down there?
Yeah, for sure. All the time. Not even just South Africa. Anywhere I've been. Any kind of travel. Even in these kind of times, I just had to drive to Manhattan to business real fast, right?
Yep.
And even with going there from there to my house, it's like I made it there so fast. I never thought I would miss traffic.
Yeah.
Like I never thought it was possible to miss New York traffic. Like, you know, no fucking way in hell could you ever miss New York traffic. And I kind of miss traffic. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it makes you kind of like not just the big things, but it's more so the little things I appreciate more. Because the big things, you have to be lucky to get in life. I don't like to say lucky, but you have to have been called on for you, or you have to be lucky, or you have to be blessed in some sort of manner. But it's the small things that we all seem to not really appreciate. It wakes me up for that. Like, you know what I mean? Just to walk on my trail and to see the water running means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? To see a rabbit, a deer, a chipmunk, any of that kind of is like, wow. Like, you just got to appreciate the kind of like small things. Like, it's a nice day today.
I feel like you were doing that, like, you've always done that as long as we've known you. Like, I've watched numerous Instagram lives where you have taken in wild animals that are, like, hurt, or where you're, even, like, bending down and, like, picking up, like, a caterpillar or a moth or whatever. Like, you have a great appreciation for very small things, and that's what I love about you. I think what's interesting is, I went out for a walk the other day for the first time in, like, I don't know, maybe like 8 days or something. And it was very strange to hear birds chirping in New York. Like, it's quiet. It's spooky.
Very quiet.
Yeah.
It's very quiet. I think these things, I think you have to appreciate life at all costs, like, especially the small things. I was incarcerated before, not long, but I did 9 months and 8 months. So to understand, small things and what they mean kind of mean a lot for me.
Well,
because the big things come, like I'm like a person. If you give me something big and this and that, I may not take it as gracious. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'll be there, but I'll be humble because I know, what's up, sis? God had a lot to do with it, and I'm lucky to just have that chance. But it's the small things that I super appreciate because I understand. These are given to all of us.
For sure. Styles, when you were doing those bids and you were stuck in those four walls for such long periods of time, how did you go day to day and not think about the bigger picture?
Just one day. I think you go day to day by saying, I'm gonna take it day by day. I'm gonna make it through today, and I'm cool. Get to tomorrow, handle that tomorrow.
Are you somebody who, like, crosses off, like, days on the calendar, like, writes, like, a notch, to get to the next day? Like, do you have to mark the passage of time that way, or no?
Nah, because it's already in my mind pretty much.
Mm.
When something's in my mind, it's already there, and it's just more like just go with the flow, kind of take it there, and then I'm a guy that'll make myself a program, and like you know, when things are kind of like off, like right now, I got to make sure I walk my dog, go look at the creek, smoke a joint, make sure I do something that makes sure that's gonna make me laugh, like, you know what I mean. So yep. I gotta kind of gotta be programmed somewhat for myself. Let's say, okay, here's what's happening, here's what I'm gonna do, so I don't go fucking crazy.
Yeah. What is the smallest way that you have annoyed Adjua while you guys have been together inside right now?
After breathing. After breathing, it probably would just I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a real Sagittarius.
Yeah.
So I kind of just say anything, and I say what I think.
Yeah.
I say what I feel. So sometimes that tends to annoy people, especially your wife. Like, you know what I mean? And I kind of I turn off and on a lot. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I turn on, then I turn off. So I can imagine it's crazy. Like, there's times I want to talk, and there's times I don't want to say anything at all. Just want to be silent and keep quiet.
Yeah, Adjua said that you are incredibly needy and that you won't leave her alone.
Yeah, I mean, she's right next to me, man.
Wait, but that could be her being needy now. Maybe you should turn it back on her.
I am a needy person because I can't get outside. Like, I really need to be outside all the time. I'm fidgety. I move a lot. I think a lot. So, yeah.
Styles, talk about
pretty much be.
By the way, please send our love to Adjua right now. Yeah.
Talking about the passage of time, it's been over 20 years that you've been in this business. Over 20 years you've been being yourself, and you've been rocking with your best friends. Can you talk about this new LOX album? What do you know about it? Is it a real thing? Is it actually coming out?
Yeah, it's a real thing. We did it. What do you mean is it a real thing?
We've been promised a real LOX album for the longest time.
Yeah, I've been spreading rumors online that it's not real.
It was politics. You know, you got to always... Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I got on the elevator. It was politics. You always still got to deal with politics and things, and doing things the right way, and making it make sense. So we was dealing with those issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
making sure we had future secured, business secured, everything secured that needed to be secured.
And now the album is turned in. It's ready to be released. You guys have a rollout plan. Nothing is going to stop this.
Nah, I would hope not.
Well, that's good.
God willing.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that, Styles.
Thank you.
We love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of yours. And we'll be checking in, and people should look forward to a live Two Jews and Two Black Dudes on Netflix coming real soon, I think in a couple weeks. And
for sure.
In the meantime, Styles, keep your head up, keep annoying your wife, because we love that, and we'll be talking to you soon, all right?
All right, love is love. Love y'all, man. Stay
love
up,
you too.
Stay safe, boost your immunity, yo.
Will do. Take care.
All right, cool.
Shout out to Styles P. Shout out to Jadakiss. Shout out to Sheek Louch. Shout out to the LOX. Look out for that new album, actually coming soon. Look out for Two Jews and Two Black Dudes. Review the movies. Also coming soon on your Netflix Chrome extension, whatever that is.
Yeah, we have to download Chrome.
We're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
Jeff, we're back tomorrow.
We're back every day forever.
As always, guys, now for real, for real.
Sure.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.